Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day. So far, a lot going on the COD scene the last 24 hours or so. Some more confirmations from one of these CDL rosters and thoughts from Dashy on the potential of OpTic Dallas, but also league play supposedly in the game files already for Call of Duty Vanguard. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. Really up to the channel, thank you very much indeed for doing that. It is free after all. This firstly from Prestinni said, okay, I guess I'm reminiscing on the days that he was in the Florida Mutineers, of course, during the Call of Duty Modern Warfare season right at the start, after then went to Huntsman for a little bit over at Chicago, then joined Seattle Surge this past year. Unclear what's going on for next year with him, but just because he's talking a fair bit about Call of Duty, some people are suggesting maybe he joins Atlanta FaZe as their substitute. Now Simp has gone his separate ways. Wanted to mention this from Shawnee real quick, of course, because Shawnee, of course, last year on the Royal Ravens had a very difficult season. It's just tough to get a spot back in the league next year when you had such a difficult season. It seems like London's team is going to be Zero, Afro, Nasty, and Gizmo. That is the rumour, and I'm pretty sure Gizmo did one of these contract signing gifts ages ago, and Zero's certainly been hinting the possibility he's back in the league, but still, no announcement yet from them. Maybe they're just waiting for like visas to get sorted and everything to be sorted on that side before they confirm their roster, but of course Shawnee's going to be looking for a spot elsewhere. Maybe Paris is an option. I don't really know what's going on here, as we can see as Twitlogbity says right here. Going forwards, been inactive for over a month, lost access to my accounts, seen it as a perfect time to take a bit of a break from everything. After the last 2 years, I'm sure everyone has heard rumours with the London situation. It's in the past, looking to move forward and stay competing. Currently staying in the States, looking to get a team, still have a valid visa for the time being, any interest or job opportunity, so looking to get back into competing and playing this next year after taking some time off to get personal affairs in order for next season. So good to see Shawnee back in business. I think, honestly, I think an underrated player throughout his career. I think he's a very solid player, but the question is he a top 12 assault rifle in the game? Is someone going to try someone else? Like, I don't really know what Paris are thinking going into next year, if they are even going to stay as they are right now, but they might consider going for another UK roster. There's certainly another talent within the UK and European region in general to build a roster that actually makes sense, and yeah, hopefully they go down a route like that, right, and try and maybe Shawnee's a piece to build around, but it's tough to say. One thing that did actually get confirmed though is from the Minnesota Rokkr bringing Loony onto their coaching staff. This is honestly a pretty big deal. I didn't exactly expect this, because Rokkr already have a pretty substantial coaching staff and analyst staff over there already. I thought the Loony, where we saw him get signed a couple of days ago, or at least he was hinting at it on the timeline, I thought it might be one of these organizations that doesn't actually have a head coach right now. They're still looking for someone to come into that role, like in New York, for example, that is currently, you know, without Revan. Who knows what they're up to? But Rokkr really signaling their intent right here, and impressively so, because Loony, I think, it could be a phenomenal coach, not just in terms of his experience as a player and knowing how to win and make winning teams, but also just in terms of his analytical skill, right? If you guys watched any of his streams where he was breaking down the matches, definitely one of the brightest minds, I think, in Call of Duty. So very impressive to see Rokkr just saying, yeah, we're going to upgrade our coaching staff and take it even further to the next level, because that is what a lot of these other top teams have done. We've talked the last few days really about FaZe, the fact that I mean, their coaching staff is absolutely enormous, as Brett Diamond says over here at version 1 and the Minnesota Rokkr, best coaching staff in the CDL just got even better, right? And well, that is of course the scary thing maybe for some of these other teams, because clearly, as Looney's suggesting right here, having to start my coaching career with such a great franchise and team, so massive move for them. I think it's great for Looney as well to see how this has transpired. But as you can see, these are some of the results for last year, and FaZe have Crowder, Archer, EasyMac, and Tupac Thuglord, their search and destroy analyst that is enlisted here. Toronto Ultra have Marky B and Flux. They also have Joe Cotto, I believe, who's helping with them. So like those top two teams had 7 coaches and analysts between them, and Minnesota Rokkr are saying, okay, look, maybe if we're keeping our starting roster the same, let's make some moves elsewhere and maybe bring on a great substitute at some point, but also upgrade our coaching staff to the next level. Now they're going to have Loony, they're going to have Brian Tate and Reppin over there as their analyst. It seems like that's a step in the right direction. So impressive stuff from the Rokkr, because I thought a lot of these other organizations, to be honest, would be looking for a guy like Loony. That's certainly one of the first coaches and you know, kind of guys like that would have come to mind. So impressive work, I think, from Rokkr snapping him up. Whether their starting roster has been somewhat downgraded with the upgrades that these other teams seem to be making this offseason, that of course remains to be seen. Your coaching and analyst staff can't do the work for you in the server at the end of the day. This I thought was interesting that Dashy pointed out yesterday, or at least just the fact that Dashy was even involved in this conversation, I thought was surprising. As well, it said in reply right here, announce OpTic Dallas, bro thinks I'm Robert Pelinka. So I looked at him up like a vice president of operations over the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't really follow NBA or anything, but I imagine he's someone that could make that sort of announcement for the LA Lakers. And well, Dashy's saying, yeah, I'm not that guy, like I can't do this announcement, but maybe saying, I mean, it kind of seems to be hinting that, like, yeah, okay, it's true, OpTic Dallas is a thing, it's going to be happening, but I can't be the one to announce it type thing that Dashy's suggesting. You could certainly look at it through that lens, right? The fact that he's even replied to a tweet mentioning OpTic Dallas is hinting that maybe it's just around around the corner, who really knows? We've of course seen Dashy out and about lately, potentially doing some sort of content shoots and stuff. This was a funny clip that came out really from Shotzzy, and just the fact that Dashy once again is in the replies. I mean, CDL Intel is looking for some things to talk about, I suppose, here on the timeline, and yeah, Dashy in reply to Shotzzy, definitely implying that potentially something is going on. To be fair, like, they've played Call of Duty for a few years. Like, I remember this clip that came out back in the Black Ops 4 days, when they were playing some Shell together, and Shotzzy hit some crazy, like, backslides, jump over a wall movements on frequency search. That's before he was even a pro going into Modern Warfare. That's kind of when people are like, damn, if this guy plays COD, it's going to be a scary thing, and of course, potentially going to be playing for the OpTic Dallas this upcoming year, especially if what Dashy was involved in just a couple of seconds ago has anything to be believed. This also from Scump. Obviously, he's been playing a fair bit of Warzone lately. We'll have a look at some of his stats in a second, actually, because I thought they were just completely ridiculous, especially compared to some of these other Warzone pros that are out here, like, kind of hoping that Scump, yeah, does go back to play professional Call of Duty this season. It doesn't keep, running the tournaments and all that type of stuff. But, well, one thing that, of course, Scump has talked about for many a year at this point, and very frustrated during the Black Ops 4 season, or even Black Ops Cold War right at the start of this year, but in previous years as well, is the lack of League play when the game does actually come out. He says right here, back in February this title, I missed these League play days back when it was actually good, because of course, like, it came out, or at least it was announced in like January this year, League play would be coming. It did arrive, but it wasn't necessarily what we hoped it would be. This, of course, from way back in the Black Ops 2 days. But there are rumours coming out that League play is actually going to be in the game much earlier than that this time around. We've kept up these last several days the fact that, yeah, Los Angeles Guerrillas and, well, Sledgehammer Games had a bit of a back and forth on the timeline. Seems like Sledgehammer Games are certainly much more involved in the competitive scene and integrated in that sense than these other developers have been the last several years. So very promising, really, if that is the case, because this comes out actually in Modern Warfare 2. Ghost points out this tweet right here from like data miners and such, is suggesting that well, League play is potentially in the game files. Like, apparently it's been found in the game and in the like beta or whatever, and that means that it's ready to go potentially. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's ready to go, but I guess that the words are in the game somewhere, which maybe they're going to call it League play, which I don't know if they actually called it League play or if it was ranked play back in World War II when Sledgehammer did that title. I don't really know, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day what it's called, as long as it works effectively. So it seems like this potentially could be a thing, right? If League play is in the game already, at least in terms of like some basic coding, then of course maybe they have to still add on top what the actual rank play system is going to look like, how it's going to operate. Is it going to be an ELO system that pretty much everyone's been asking for, but or are they going to not go down that route entirely? But it's certainly promising the fact that League play already seems to be in the game already in some form or another. Probably not functional yet, but hopefully by the time the game launches or very soon after, that will indeed be the case. This I thought was absolutely ridiculous. Just to finish out the video from JP Krez, of course, the analyst still for the New York subliners, even though Revan isn't involved over there anymore, at least for the time being. It's somewhat tough to say where he's going to find himself. Clay made his Game Battles account the day after Paco, that being Hydra's 3rd birthday. What the hell is going on? This is honestly just absolutely outrageous. I had to go and, hit the fact check on this. We'll have a look at it in a second. As well, as he says right here, literally learning to stack blocks while Clayster was playing GBs. So as you can see right here, like, this is Clayster's Game Battles account, created on February the 12th, 2005. I mean, of course, all these trophies won and everything over history. It's pretty cool to reminisce, really, and look at some of the friends like the likes of Croast or whatever from, such an OG in the scene. But, yeah, obviously, this is his Game Battles account, February 12th, 2005. And, well, this was Hydra's date of birth here, February 11th, 2002. Makes me feel kind of old, to be honest. But, I suppose I was only, like, 5 or whatever when Clayster made this account. So it's still pretty ridiculous. But one thing that I did think was kind of funny from Peter Bowman over at, formerly MLG in the CDL side, now working as, for Rex Global, it seems, which means he was 13 when he made the account with Clayster, which I'm pretty sure breaks the terms of service. So, yeah, Clayster, I suppose, was pretty young when he made that account, only 13 years old. But, yeah, maybe terms of service being broken. I think there was some reply back and forth from here, the fact that, yeah, maybe it might be time for, for Clayster to get banned off Game Battles or whatever and reap what he sows in that sense. Just wanted to bring this up on screen because I said I was going to share the Warzone stat that Keith points out right here from Scump. I mean, a 25% win rate is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at some of these stats, like a 7KD. It's just, yeah, a lot of this stuff that some of these pro players do when they come into Warzone. Like, if you're a Warzone pro, you're thinking, okay, yeah, I can't wait for Scump to go back to the CDL so I can start, yeah, winning some of these matches a little bit more straightforwardly. But very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. I know you enjoyed this content. Other people like you may enjoy this content as well, and help grow the competitive Call of Duty community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care, and I will see you next time.
Why are they so scared?
Oh my god. You are frying, dude.
Go.
god. Buy me back when you get a chance. Keep frying if you'd like.
I'm cracked!
You are frying, that's what.
Yeah, it was not gonna go well. Open stairs.
Damn it, man. Show X and one went into money.
Yeah, one weekend money here.
Might come up on stairs on us.
Money still. I'm just gonna test him. One money. One's money. Nice. I'm chatting the back. Maybe back up.
Colors.
Another one in the back here. I got streaks. Out of nowhere, I've just whipped streaks out. Why is this guy still old, man?
Got one new.
Yeah, just go knee, just go knee.
I feel like I'm gonna get that time.
Oh my god, stream, they can't stop me.